Hey guys, what's up? My name is Josh. I'm going to show you another tutorial on how to ballast track. I have a little diorama here which is put up on a Lazy Susan. So it'll make a really quick and easy video. Ballasting track is pretty easy. One thing I would recommend is that if you're going to ballast it and you want to paint the track, definitely paint the track before you ballast. It'll just make your life a lot easier because I'm pretty sure it's near impossible to paint the track once it's ballasted. So just make sure your track is ready to go, painted, and I would also make sure that your layout is running smooth and that you don't have any electrical or difficulties or problems with trains coming off the track before you ballast it, because once you ballast it you can remove it, but it's a lot harder. It's just a lot easier to fix those issues before you ballast it. So anyways, that being said, let's go and get started. Just a couple things we need today. You're going to need a spoon to apply the ballast. I'd also recommend getting a couple of painter's brushes. So I have a small one here, I have a little bigger one which we're going to use. I'll show you in a little bit. And then I use Woodland Scenic's ballast. Now there's a couple other companies out there that make ballast. You can do the research yourself on Google. But I have had great luck with fine ballast for HO scale. Again, made by Woodland Scenics, and they make all sorts of different colors. So just look at the prototype that you want to model, and that's a great way to decide what color to use. So that being said, first thing we're going to go ahead and do is apply the base level of ballast. So a lot of times they'll have older ballast and then newer ballast on top. That's what we're going to go for. So I'm going to put one color of ballast down here, kind of on the lower sides of this hill, and then a fresh set of ballast just along the tracks right here. So that's the plan going forward. We're going to start off with the lower base level being this fine ballast, and we're going to let that dry overnight, and then tomorrow we'll come back and add the new ballast right along the top of the track. I think it'll look great. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just take an old paint can lid here, and I'm going to put a little bit of Elmer's wood glue. This is undiluted, straight Elmer's wood glue, and there may be different techniques for this. This is just what I'm going to use right now. We're going to take just a little bit of water, not too much, on the brush, just to thin it out just a hair. We'll mix that up. One thing I like about Elmer's wood glue is that it doesn't leave a whole lot of residue or dry any different colors. For the most part, it seems to dry pretty clear. So what I'm going to do here is just take my canister of ballast, take a spoon. I found this is the best way to apply it. It has a shaker in the lid, however I just have found a lot better results with using a spoon. So I'm just going to shake it here. And it looks like there's a little bit of overspray, but that's okay. We're going to, not overspill, excuse me. That's okay though, because we're going to go ahead and vacuum all this up once we're done. Alright, so what I'm going to do real quick is just go ahead and soak this with a little bit of water. This has 2 pumps of hand soap in it. What that does is allow the glue to saturate the entire ballast layer instead of just beating up on top or just getting the top layer. So it really helps the glue to saturate all the way down. And in the future, if you only glue the top layer and you bump it, you're going to have loose ballast underneath it. So it's just a lot better way to glue the whole thing. And with this, it's always a good idea to start pretty far away. I start anywhere from 12 to 18 inches away. The reason for that is if you start real close, you're probably going to blow a lot of the ballast away, and that's really not what you want to do. So once that's done, we can take a little bit of, again, Elmer's wood glue. However, this is diluted 50% glue to 50% water. And again, with this, you just want to go real slow and drop it real slow, or else you're going to ball up your ballast, and it just won't look good. And real quick, once that's done, I'm just going to go and take my finger and sprinkle a little bit of glue on top of this. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and finish up the ballast here. What I'm going to use here is just a gray blend. Again, this is by Woodland Scenics, and fine ballast. This is just a very slightly different color, but I think it's enough where it's going to give it a neat effect. So again, I'm just going to get a little bit on the spoon, And as far as the center of the track, I'm just going to pour a little bit right there. And then here I'm just going to take a paintbrush. You can see it's got a nice angle to it, which is really helpful. And then you just want to make sure you got a flat surface. And what I'm going to do here, all right, and then here along the edges, I'm going to just put a very fine little bead of ballast, and I'm going to rest the spoon against the rail. To just get a little bit up here. And then just like before, we're going to spray this with the water, and then again go over it with the 50-50 glue and water mix. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions or feedback, leave them in the comment section below. And if not, I'll see you next time. Thanks.